Welcome back, tech enthusiasts. It's that time of the year again when we dive deep into the world of PC hardware. Today, we have something special for you. A comprehensive guide to the best motherboards of 2024. Whether you're a gamer, content creator, or just looking to upgrade your rig, we've got you covered. But before we jump into the exciting details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our tech updates. So let's get started. Number 5. Asus ROG Maximus Z790 Hero. The Asus ROG Z790 is one of the best choices on the market for a premium motherboard for your Intel 13th generation CPU. The Intel i9 13900K is a fantastic choice for this task, with twin 20+1 power stages providing overkill performance. It offers enough of I/O with DDR5, PCIe Gen 5, and several USB connections. There are 3 M2 drive spaces on board, plus an integrated ROG M2 PCIe card that lets you can add 2 more. Other notable features include Thunderbolt 4, Wi-Fi 6E, 2.5 GB networking, and far too many heatsinks to count. To match the $629.99 MSRP, the packaging is tastefully done, with a premium box and accessory inclusion. The motherboard is also quite well made and has a solid weight to it in the hands. The ROG, or Republic of Gamers, trademark is popular among avid gamers. Part of the reason is the motherboard's gamer-centric design, which it has in spades. Do you like RGB? With a lovely I/O area display, you'll feel right at home. The rest of the motherboard has high-quality finishes and a plethora of thermal armor covers. The DRR heatsinks are quite imposing, and they do an excellent job. With performance to match the aesthetics, gamers will also find a plethora of overclocking options here. A good BIOS, a clear CMOS button, and an onboard power button all make overclocking easy. This motherboard is without a doubt among the more expensive models, but for the enthusiast willing to spend a little more for some extra features and finely done embellishments, it provides excellent value, with little compromises on aesthetics or performance. The Asus ROG Maximus Z790 Hero will appeal to both gamers and multimedia creators. It's well-designed and includes all of the next-generation capabilities that both parties require, such as PCIe Gen 5, Thunderbolt 4, and USB ports, as well as plenty of M2 slots. It lacks 10 GB in networking, which you'd expect from a high-end board like this, but it's not a deal-breaker. Overall, this is an excellent next-generation motherboard at a reasonable price that will appeal to Number 4. MSI Z790 Edge Wi-Fi DDR4. In the intermediate class, you'll receive a lot of bang for your buck. Enough features and aesthetics to wow, but at a reasonable price. One such example is the MSI Edge Wi-Fi Z790. Aside from a robust feature set, the board is available in DDR5 or DDR4 versions, offering you even more budget choice if you want to continue with memory you already have or save money on acquiring last-gen modules. We'd recommend the DDR5 version for future-proofing, but expect to pay around $30 more for that support. Both variants support 12th and 13th generation Intel CPUs, with the 16+1+1 phase VRM capable of handling the i9 13900K for gaming. A mid-range CPU, such as the 13600K or 13700K, would be an ideal match here. You'll also have plenty of I/O, with 10 USB connections, including a fast 20 GB port. 5 M2 slots and a PCIe Gen 5 16X slot complete out the offerings. With this board, aesthetics reign supreme. The white and silver design will serve as an attractive foundation for any build. Thermal armor and attractive embellishments cover the entire motherboard. In addition, the build quality is excellent. With the price of $369 and the possibility to pair with less expensive DDR4 and an older Intel 12th generation CPU, this is an excellent deal. While it lacks the flashy packaging and extras found on more costly motherboards, it has all of the capabilities you'll need at an affordable price. Number 3. Gigabyte B650E Aorus Master. AMD provides us with other AM5 alternatives, including the B650E, which has significantly less functionality than the X670E. The price has also been cut, and we believe you'll still get the most of the goodies. It only lacks a few PCIe Gen 5 lanes, USB ports, and SATA connections. Keep in mind that because AM5 is a brand new platform, it only supports Ryzen 7000 CPUs. Unfortunately, Ryzen 5000 aficionados will have to settle for the X570 or B550. The Gigabyte B650E Aorus Master joins the Ryzen AM5 lineup with a $349 MSRP. While it only has 4 PCIe Gen 5 lanes, it is more than the B650 due to the E designator. They're put to good use here, with 4 onboard M2 NVMe slots. SATA connections are limited to 4, but considering the abundant NVMe storage, you'll likely never use all of them for most gaming rigs. The iSlasho doesn't end there, with 13 USB ports on the back supporting up to 10 GB/ is USB Gen 2. While USB 4 will not be available, you will have to pay a premium for the opportunity. Wi-Fi 6E, 2.5 GB LAN, and HDMI out for the integrated AGPU are also excellent alternatives. Even though it is less expensive than the X670E, the Gigabyte B650E Aorus Master maintains a luxury appearance. It has a simple, monochromatic design with the perfect delicate touches only in the right places. Many of the aesthetic benefits translate to performance with the stunning VRM heatsinks commanding attention. Thermal pad armor will also cover the NVMe slots for functional aesthetics. 16+2+2 digital VRM not only looks good but also can handle the blazing performance of Ryzen 9 CPUs. AMD's Ryzen 7000 introduction included brand new X670E motherboards. This new collection packs a big punch with excellent features and next-generation performance. However, there is a catch. It is also an expensive platform to upgrade to for many customers. Is there a better solution with rising component costs and the requirement for DDR5? The more economical B650E is here, promising lower prices while retaining the most of the features. Today, we'll take a look at the Gigabyte Aorus Master B650E. We'll go over the specifications, features, and value you're getting. Is there anything you're missing by bypassing X670E? Let us investigate. Number 2. ASRock Z790 Taichi Lite. The cost of motherboards has risen dramatically in recent years, so it's wonderful to see at least one partner provide something less expensive than the flagship, but still fully loaded. The ASRock Z790 Taichi Lite costs $379.99 and has everything that the more costly Taichi does, including the highly strong power delivery, dual Thunderbolt 4 ports, a plethora of storage options, including a PCIe 5.0 M2 socket and 8 SATA ports, quality audio, and more. The high-end look is lacking. The standard Taichi 3 decogs and fine finishes on the heatsinks and shrouds are replaced by simpler heatsinks, a more exposed PCB, and stenciled graphics. However, this board is still identifiable as a Taichi. There's a lot of competition in the sub-$400 price range. Simply put, none of the other boards available at that pricing come close in terms of hardware. The aesthetic is the major disadvantage of this board, but even so, it's not horrible. It simply lacks the quality feel of the original Taichi. If you want some of the greatest hardware the Z790 platform has to offer at a lower price and your build doesn't necessitate flagship-class appearance, the Taichi Lite has lightened the load in all the right places. Z790 Taichi and discovered it to be brimming with high-end specs, and the Carrera version has a genuinely distinctive marbled effect that distinguishes it from the competitors. However, while the current $479.99 pricing of that board is competitive in the flagship class, it is still not cheap. What if you could have your cake and eat it as well? This is where the Taichi Lite Z790 and B650E comes into play. While the premium design is gone, the excellent hardware list remains and the price has been reduced by $100. The Z790 Taichi Lite at $379.99 falls solidly in the upper mid-range price band of the current motherboard spectrum. For the money, you get dual Thunderbolt 4 to 40 GB Type-C connections, a plethora of storage options, including a PCIe 5.0 M2 socket and 8 total SATA ports, a flagship-class audio system with a DAC, killer-based networking, and power delivery that is suitable for sub-ambient overclocking. The most noticeable difference is the lack of elegant heatsinks and the unique cog look that the Taichi series is known for. While the cog motif persists instead of being 3D and constructed of metal. Number 1. Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Extreme. In terms of features and specifications, all of the flagship class Z790 motherboards offer the best of the best, but the Gigabyte Z790 Aorus Extreme offers the best value. You'll lose a couple M2 sockets over more costly boards, but this bird has everything else you might want and more while costing between $200 and $400 less. The Z790 Aorus Extreme has 10 GB Ethernet, 40 GB Thunderbolt 4 ports, flagship-class audio, PCI 5.0 GPU, and M2 support, overkill power delivery, and the high-end look you'd expect from a high-end board. MSI's Z790 Godlike has a few more features, such as 7 M2 connections, but it costs $400 more and is physically larger, making it difficult to recommend to most people unless money isn't an issue. As you would expect from a flagship board, the Z790 Aorus Extreme fared well in our gaming, productivity, and overclocking tests. Just keep in mind that this is an eATX variant, so you'll need a case with a little more space than conventional ATX cases. However, the money saved by choosing this board over other Z790 flagship choices could be used to purchase a larger case. In addition to reviewing the Z790 flagship board in separate reviews, today we'll compare two motherboards head-to-head, along with addressing Asus rival choice, to determine which comes out on top. The Gigabyte Z790 Extreme, $899, and MSI Z790 Godlike, $1,199, are new to our test bench. Both boards are current flagship alternatives with a slew of features ranging from high-end aesthetics to premium audio solutions, overbuilt VRMs. So guys, that concludes our top 5 best motherboards of 2024 list. All product links are in the description, which is updated with the lowest prices. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.